A former COMELEC official says there is no issue that can hinder Davao City Mayor Rodrigo Duterte from substituting Martin Dino as PDP Laban's presidential bet. Tell us why, Bianca Dava.
Former Commission on Elections Chairman Sixto Brillantes Jr. is convinced that the poll body acknowledged Martin Dino as the standard bearer of PDP Laban, even if some defects were found in his certificate of candidacy. Now that Dino has withdrawn his candidacy, Brillantes said he cannot be declared as a nuisance candidate anymore. Dino is among the number of personalities who were slapped by the COMELEC Law Department with a petition to declare as nuisance candidate. However, the Law Department submitted a motion withdrawing their petition against Dino after he withdrew his candidacy, but the bank of the Commission has not acted on the motion yet.
How can you declare a non-candidate as a nuisance candidate? Nag-withdraw na siya eh. Hindi na siya kandidato.
Brillantes added that Dino's withdrawal gives his party the leeway to select a substitute candidate. Davao City Mayor Rodrigo Duterte has long been eyed by PDP Laban to be their standard bearer.
The prerogative to substitute belongs to the party, not to the withdrawing candidate and not to the substituting candidate.
Election lawyer Romulo Macalintal had previously stated that the error in Dino's COC is enough basis for it to be denied due course, and once this happens, he cannot be replaced. But for the former poll chief, what Duterte must do for now is to withdraw his certificate of candidacy as mayor of Davao City and file his COC for president.
Cannot be a candidate for two positions simultaneously. Kasi si Duterte naman has to file his COC before December 10.
Bianca Dava reporting for Y News.
The Government Peace Panel continues to implement information campaigns for the Bangsamoro Basic Law amid political setbacks at both chambers of Congress. Casin will tell us why.
President Aquino's term is about to end next year, yet his would-be legacy, the peace agreement his administration forged with MILF, is still struggling for approval of the Congress. Despite this, the Government Peace Panel along with the MILF is not losing hope that the passage of the Bangsamoro Basic Law or BBL will push through before Aquino's term ends. Attorney Muhammad Al-Amin Hulkifli of the Government Peace Panel says initiatives are now being put in place to intensify efforts in informing the public about the importance of the BBL passage. Hulkifli noted that they are coordinating with the government agencies and reaching out the various communities as part of the BBL information campaign. More BBL info campaign initiatives are also expected to be rolled out in the coming days. He also assures that the ongoing information campaign will continue amid the setbacks it is experiencing at both chambers of Congress. He explains that the info campaign is becoming more pertinent now, and the proposed BBL is currently in a political situation which causes delays in its passage.
But rest assured that government, especially OPAP and the Government Peace Panel, is still very much interested in rolling out as much information and education drive as we can, reaching as far and as wide to as wide a constituency as possible. So that will continue even if we are in this situation, even if this situation persists in the next couple of weeks.
In line with this, a documentary on the history of Moro's struggle in Mindanao peace process was launched today. Director Boyet Rimbo of the CAC Production says the documentary is one way of informing the public about the struggles of the Moro people and the importance of the peace process for them.
Mahirap maunawaan ng mga taong hiwalay o malayo doon. No? Yung mga kababayan natin sa Luzon, Visayas na walang pagkakataon na malaman yung mga bahagi ng kasaysayan o yung mga facts na nalaman ko, ay magkaroon din ng pagkakataon na mamulat. No? At sana sa kanilang pagkamulat, suportahan nila yung kapayapaan dito sa buong Pilipinas.
The documentary entitled Bangsamoro: The Quest for Peace in Mindanao is set to be shown in selected schools this year. Creators of the film is now coordinating with other educational institutions and even malls to have it shown to the public soon. Members of the Government Peace Panel and Bangsamoro Transition Commission or BTC hopes that it would be shown to lawmakers as well.
Because if you go to the Senate hearing, you go to congressional hearings, you will not find things like an agenda for peace. And I believe that this is one medium where we can use for peace.
The BTC meanwhile says if BBL fails to get approved, the MLF will still pursue peace for Mindanao, but added that it would still depend on the next administration. He says possible consequences of BBL's non-passage include MILF's withdrawal from agreed decommissioning of arms and the negative message it will send across Islamic institutions and countries like Malaysia. Grace Casin reporting for Y News.
The Philippine National Police releases the breakdown of expenses from the 780 million peso budget allotted for the security of the recently concluded APEC summit. Darlene Basingan tells us why.
The Philippine National Police issued a liquidation report on the 780 million peso budget given to them for the APEC summit. 530 million pesos was allotted for food, more than 82 million pesos for police shelters, and 55 million pesos for other rental expenses. 40 million pesos for gasoline and fuel charges for patrol cars. 33 million pesos for other supplies, 16 million pesos for transportation allowance of police personnel who serve as augmentation force, especially those who came from various regions, and 13 million pesos was used to purchase communication equipment and about 7 million pesos for other supplies. Overall, the total expenditures reached 789,901,736 pesos in all 39 ministerial meetings in various venues since the meeting started in December 2014. Aside from this, 720 million pesos was spent to purchase 110 units of Toyota Altis and 211 motorcycles as security convoy for the delegates. Other equipment purchased were new VAS K9 vans, tactical vans, transportation vans for the PSG as service to VIP aides, high-powered firearms like submachine gun, and new uniforms for police escorts. According to PNP Chief Police Director General Ricardo Marquez, the said fund was given to PNP in staggered payments as they need to submit a previous liquidation report before they could request for additional funds. Marquez says the PNP benefited from the APEC by acquiring new equipment.
Kasi kung walang APEC, baka hindi na dagdagan kasi over and above doon sa Capability Enhancement Fund ng Philippine National Police.
Motorcycles and patrol cars were distributed to personnel of the Highway Patrol Group in their duty to manage traffic situation in EDSA, as well as to their troops in regional offices.
High moral sila because they now have new equipments, cars and motorcycles. When you look at EDSA, kailangan ng HPG ng motor. So, bibigyan namin sa kanila yung mga.
Marquez also says the APEC liquidation report aims to rule out intrigues like what happened during the papal visit. Darlene Basingan reporting for Y News.